All right, welcome to The Explainer. We're all in this race to build incredible AI, and we're focusing so much on governance and prevention, but let's be real for a second. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your AI is going to fail. So the real question isn't if it goes wrong, it's how you're going to respond when it does. And your answer to that is going to define the difference between a small hiccup and an absolute catastrophe.
I mean, really think about it. You've poured millions into this thing, you've woven it into the core of your operations, and then, bam, it breaks. What's the play? Do you even have one?
Maybe it starts like this. Your super helpful customer service chatbot suddenly goes, well, rogue. It's just spitting out private user info, live, for everyone to see. Yeah, a complete and total data privacy nightmare.
Or, hey, maybe the failure is a lot quieter, but every bit as damaging. Your automated hiring tool is just systematically rejecting perfectly qualified candidates. Suddenly, you're not just dealing with a bug, you're staring down the barrel of a huge compliance and reputational crisis.
Or maybe it just hits you right in the wallet. You know, a trading algorithm misreads the market, and it just sets off this cascade of terrible trades. We're talking millions lost, not over a day, but in minutes. These aren't just hypotheticals. These are very real, very costly risks.
Okay, so let's actually dig into this. Because look, if you want to manage a threat, you have to know exactly what you're dealing with. Not every little bug is a 5-alarm fire, so we need to know what we're looking for.
So here it is. This is our working definition. An AI incident is any time an AI system does something that causes actual harm. Could be biased outputs, a data breach, direct financial loss. If it causes harm, it's an incident. Getting this clear right from the get-go, that is step one. Absolutely critical.
And this quote, this really gets to the heart of it. When the alarms are blaring, your brand is tanking, that is the worst possible time to be looking around the room going, so, who's in charge here? Preparation, you guys, it's not just important, it's literally everything.
Which, of course, brings us to the playbook. See, a structured response plan isn't about just reacting. It's a proactive strategy that can turn what could be total chaos into a clear, manageable process.
Okay, take a good look at this, because if you've ever dealt with cybersecurity, this is going to feel pretty familiar. You absolutely need a team with people from all over, IT, legal, comms, the whole shebang. You need crystal clear escalation channels. And maybe most important of all, you have to know ahead of time who has the authority to make that really tough, gut-wrenching call to pull the plug on a live model that's making you money.
All right, so let's shift gears. Let's talk about the moment an incident is actually detected, because from that second on, the clock is ticking. And what you do in those first 24 hours, that can literally make or break the entire outcome.
The best way to think about this is like you're an ER doctor. First, the monitors have to detect something's wrong. Then, you triage to figure out how bad it is. Third, you got to contain the problem, stop the bleeding. And only then, after everything is stable, can you finally move on to correcting what caused it in the first place.
So, back in that chaotic triage phase, everything hinges on asking the right questions. And guess what? It really boils down to just 3 questions that matter most.
That's it, just 3.
And here they are. Number 1, what exactly happened? We're not talking speculation here. We need the cold, hard facts. Number 2, who or what got hit? Is it customers? Is it our data? The company's bank account? And number 3, and this is the big one, the most urgent question of all, is it still happening? Right now. Because the answer to that question tells you if you're in the middle of stopping a crisis or just cleaning one up.
This slide really breaks down the 2 different mindsets you need. Containment, that's your immediate, tactical, all-hands-on-deck firefighting mode. You are pulling plugs, you're revoking API keys, you are doing whatever it takes to stop the bleeding. Correction, on the other hand, that's strategic. It's the slow, careful detective work, finding the root cause, shipping a real fix, and then testing it like crazy before you even think about putting it back online.
Now, while all that technical stuff is happening, your comms team has a hugely important job. Because silence just makes people suspicious. The goal here is not to act like everything's perfect. No way. It's to say, hey, we know this happened, we're on it, and we take responsibility. That's how you keep people's trust.
Okay, so this brings us to what I think is the final, most mature phase of any good response. Because a well-managed incident isn't just about putting out a fire. It's actually a massive opportunity to learn, to adapt, and to make your entire AI system that much stronger.
Look, every single incident needs to end with a postmortem.
No exceptions. And that postmortem has to feed directly into this improvement loop you see here. The lessons you learn get baked into policy updates, into training. When you do this right, you turn a really negative event into a long-term asset that helps you prevent the next one.
So let's make this real. Let's see this playbook in action with a quick case study. Imagine a company finds out its new AI recruiting tool is biased. Day 1, they spot it. Day 2, they hit go on their plan. The system is immediately paused, the deep dive begins. By day 5, they've implemented and tested a fix. And by day 7, they put out a transparent public statement. So what was the result? Instead of a PR nightmare, they actually got praised for how well they handled it. That's the difference a plan makes.
Which brings us to the final and maybe most critical takeaway here. How you think about this whole challenge inside your organization, well, that's going to determine whether you succeed or fail.
And really, this is the bottom line. Incidents are going to happen. Your AI will fail. I can pretty much guarantee it. But a full-blown crisis, the kind that destroys trust and tanks your brand, that doesn't have to be inevitable. The difference is all the work you put in before those alarm bells ever start ringing.
So, the final question I have is really for you. We know an AI incident is on its way, it's just a matter of time. So when it shows up at your door, is it going to be a crisis that just spirals out of control? Or is it going to be a catalyst, a moment where you execute a brilliant plan that doesn't just fix the problem, but actually builds trust with your customers? That choice, it's being made by the work you're either doing or not doing right now.
This episode was brought to you by Complianta, the boutique consultancy helping organizations build secure, ethical, and audit-ready AI systems. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one, explaining practical guides on AI risk management, ISO 42001, and responsible innovation. Want to know where your organization stands? Book your free AI risk assessment today at complianta.co. You'll find the link right below in the video description. Complianta, compliance made simple.